Once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel BBC World News. This time we talk about Americans sharply divided over Trump's embrace of Putin and Donald Trump's shocking and the mendacious attack this week on the Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky as a dictator, while they causing up to Russian president and indicating that the traditional US security support for the Europe is waiting, and the warning may have alarmed US allies abroad but has prompted a more starkly divided response among the Americans at home, reflecting the country's deeply partisan attitude to the new president and his American first foreign policy doctrine, and placing suggest that the Republicans are the much more likely to oppose additional help for war toward Ukraine. And a Pew Research Center survey earlier this month found the 47 of the Republican but just 40% of Democrats thought the US was providing too much support to the Ukraine, views that have changed dramatically since the war began 3 years ago, when just 7% of all American adults and said the US was providing too much support to the Ukraine. Many voters on the left say Trump comments make them faithful and that the president's stance toward the Ukraine could further embody the Russian leader Vladimir Putin and the jeopardize national security. It is an outrageous denial of the truth and shows his allegiances to the Russia and to Putin especially, said the Kamala Bayless, a vote from the Washington state who supported Kamala Harris in last year's presidential election. We are alienating our allies and getting us closer to a world war. Other Harris voters feel the same, though many say they are not surprised given Trump during the campaign expressed minimal support for Ukraine, dubiously claiming that the war would not have begun if he had been president in 2022, but Trump attacking a US ally and implicitly blaming Ukraine for Russia invasion, suggesting that Kiev could have made a deal to avoid war, have been watching in horror. I am disgusted by Trump's foreign policy, said the Dwayne William Landis, a Harris voter from the North Carolina. He has discharged 200 years of international diplomacy that would have built peace by the negotiation and freedom. Some Americans went so far as to compare Trump a historical world leader who shrank in the face of fascism, such as the Neville Chamberlain, the former UK Prime Minister, who adopted an ultimately disastrous approach of the appeasement toward the Adolf Hitler. And I can't figure out whether Trump is Neville Chamberlain at the Munich or the Vidcom questioning in Norway, said the Davin Cohen, a Harris voter from the Connecticut. Either way, his approach is bad for Europe, the US and democracies. Among the Republicans, Trump himself maintained nearly an unanimous support with a 93% approval rating, but his denunciation of Zelensky could still leave him vulnerable to criticism even among his most loyal supporters. The Gallup poll showed that 80% of Republicans approve of Trump's approach to the situation in Ukraine, making one of his biggest policy areas with fellow member of his party. Judy Kim, a registered Republican voter in California who nevertheless supported Harris in the election, accused Trump of attempting to create a dictatorship to allying himself with the authoritarian leader like Putin, and isolationism has never worked, Kim said. The American people support NATO and Ukraine. We should encourage ties with our democratic allies in Europe and the world, not with dictators like Putin. And another Trump voter from California who chose to remain the anonymous said she did not support for President embrace of Putin and feared he would drive the US to the brink of the calamity. It has put the US and the world in a very dangerous situation, the voter said. I did not vote for his stance towards Europe, but some of Trump supporters celebrated his approach to Ukraine and foreign policy more broadly, insisting US ally had previously relied to the much of the country financial assistance. And the Peter Jorgensen, a Trump vote from the Pennsylvania, and described the president's heading of foreign policy as a win-win for the US, adding, I think it is a clear message that the handouts finance-wise are over and everyone should be alert to their own security. It remains unclear whether Trump's attack on Ukraine will have a negative effect on his standing with the US electorate. A Gallup poll conducted earlier this month before Trump unleashed his attack against Zelensky found that Trump approval rating stood at the 45%, which grew unchanged from the last month. Zelensky himself remained broadly popular with Americans with 47% and expressing a positive opinion and 28% negative one, according to a economist poll conducted this week. True, again, Democrats skewed much more favorable than Republicans, who were evenly split. And in a late one case, Trump's approach to Putin has already cost him a vote. a man from the Florida who spoke on condition of the anonymity and said he supported Trump in 2016 and 2020 but not 2024, and the precisely because he feared that president was the alienating ally at a time when the US need them most. Trump has some of the sort of the infatuation with the Putin. The voter said he does not seem to understand that Putin will lie, cheat and do anything to control Russia and win internationally at any cost. Putin want to rule all of the Europe and would not stop there. I hope you will enjoy this video, like and subscribe my channel. Have a nice time. Goodbye.